Okay, Year 10, I didn't get a chance in class last week to show you really quickly how you can use Excel or Graphmatica to graph the data that you have here. Now I'm not going to do this question, but this dot point here, use the computer program to determine a function. Okay, let's look at how we can use trend lines to fit data. Now I've made up just a couple of points. So I'll show you Excel first. So to do a graph of that, I've got to make sure I highlight the data first, and I go Insert, and I'm just going to do a scatter plot. Just going to move that over so it's closer to the data. Okay, now if I right click on one of my data points and add a trend line. Now I'm just going to drag that to the side so I can see what's happening. See, it's on a linear at the moment and it's trying to fit a straight line. Okay, well, to me, those points, it's not linear. It could be something else. I'm going to try a polynomial. Now, really, a first order polynomial is a straight line, y equals x, y equals mx plus c. A second order polynomial would be a quadratic, x squared. A third order polynomial would be a cubic function, x cubed. For our purposes, it's a little bit rough, that explanation, but I'm just going to leave it at that for the moment. So I'm going to try a second order polynomial. Now you can come back later and try some of these other points, some other types of regression lines or trend lines. Just make sure you click these two things, the equation and the r squared value or the correlation factor. And I'm going to hit close. Okay, so it's put on my r squared or correlation factor there, and I can see that it's got a correlation of close to 1, so that we know that that's just fairly excellent. It's 0.9963. However, you can experiment with some of those other trend lines in Excel. Now, I haven't put titles on this graph yet, or put a title. I just really quickly wanted to show you how to fit a trend line. Okay, now if I'm going to use Graphmatica. If I'm going to use that Graphmatica, I need to highlight those data points again, copy. I'm going to go to Graphmatica, and I'm going to go Edit, and because I've got those data points highlighted, Paste Data Plots, and it puts them straight into Graphmatica. There they are there, and it's a fairly similar process. I go to Options, Polynomial. Now again, we're going to try polynomial second order because it looks quadratic, but not sure. And I'm going to hit Curve Fit. Now, so there it has. It's fitted a trend line. If I right click on that trend line, see what it's just done? It's put the equation. So there's the equation, y equals negative 0.9x squared plus 9.6x takes 16.1. The correlation coefficient, r, is 0.9978. Let's not worry about this part just here for the moment. Okay, that's very rushed, it's very quick, but you can choose whether you use Graphmatica or you use Excel to plot the points in task 2. Originally from the given data, then the data you're going to get from your own whirlybird. Okay, so either option, Excel or Graphmatica, whichever you would like. Hope that helped.